Thank you for the answer. My heart fills up with gratitude. Yeah, and this is just such a, non-duality is such a wondrous, beautiful subject, because as your heart fills up with gratitude, who you're really grateful for is God, which is yourself. So you're grateful in this apparent form for God in me expressing, but that's what's your heart, so it's like you're having gratitude to yourself. It's so sweet, right? Yeah. And it's so healing, all of these things, we take it as a nothing, but that's such a profound thing. Yeah. Lisa is super blissed out. It's so funny, sometimes when I'm blissed out, people see it as like a lack of energy, or sometimes you even see sadness. It's so funny. What happens in me is my eyes become really slitty. So I can understand why people say tiredness. And then I sometimes feel like I become a bit slurry, like a bit maybe incomprehensible. So I understand why people say tiredness or sadness. It's not always the way. Sometimes it comes with like great excitement, and I'm like, but it's often like, as if I'm like really stoned. In all of these advices I give today, it's just always like I'm giving advices to an apparent person, but it's got to come with a recognition that that isn't who you are. That's never been who you are. Who you are is the empty looking and the I am, which is, you could kind of say below or behind, but actually it's everywhere as well. It's not really, but you seemingly have to go below and behind. So the person that feels disempowered never actually exists. The person that feels angry never actually exists. It's not alive. So when I started talking in the beginning, I was talking about Luke Skywalker. So he, the abuse from father being neglected. So maybe one of his stories is neglect. And it's not about him getting over neglect as such. It's stopping him looking, like keep focusing in the Star Wars world. So to try to not feel neglect. So if he feels really neglected by his dad, you can understand that a mission that might come up in him is to save others that have been neglected, to save the underdog. So it's to stop him focusing on that. So it's a return energy. So rather than going out in the universe trying to save the world, trying to find the answers out there, you're going into the original feeling to stay still. So you're going into the feeling of neglect to stop yourself going into all the seeking. You're coming back to the original seeking to stay still. And then when you're there, when the character is settled, when it's not running around the universe looking for the answers, then another possibility can come forward to be seen. When he's running around the universe focusing on Darth Vader, it's all the energy is in time and space and the story. So coming back to the original feeling of neglect, which then would be abandon, not feeling loved, and fear of not being loved. So coming back to those original feelings, it's there when he's still in that there can be this movement back to what you truly are, which is the empty looking and the beingness. So that's why we go into the emotions, why we look at the seeking patterns, to calm everything down. Otherwise it's too strong. it will just keep you pulled in the mentality of hatred or anger or frustration. Yeah. Everything is about coming back to this, to what actually is. Okay. Yeah, I didn't answer everybody's questions, but you can join next week I'm doing talks in the UK, so in 2 weeks. But if you join the Telegram group, I am doing random going lives in the Telegram group, so yeah, you can also ask a question then. And they're not being broadcast on YouTube. They're secret ones, but you have to join the Telegram group. Yeah. Yeah, I'm so appreciative of this community and the openness and the willingness to go towards the fire. Yeah, it's so super beautiful. It's really touching. Yeah, so thank you everyone. I really, 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 really wish you everything. And I just thank everybody that's in Zoom now.